mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, the top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that in 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew boons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that?
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And we are underway from Arrowhead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
2nd and 8 coming up. Now here's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Locates Hardman for another catch. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles, is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Bulldozes past him, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll try again. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So after the second down incompletion. They'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Lawrence. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Right where they set him down started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A handoff as they run the counter play. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. After one, a 14-3 ball game. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggling to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got him in, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. On second down, a run with ETN. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a good...
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one results in 35 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the 22, Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is caught inside the 15. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence finding ETN here, catching it on the out route. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Lawrence will throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes over the middle here. It's hauled in by Watson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Christian Watson, 31 yards. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the rout is on here in this first half. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 22 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And my goodness, another interception. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And
Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
They're quickly out wide. This is Watson.
And some space here. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an out. How the game looks on paper going in, this one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
ETN once more.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter.
Anderson loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Ooh, the juke. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
48 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes...
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point by Bunker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now it's the backup Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This is fielded at the 27. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. But it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 74 yards. Mitchell is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Gay is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 149 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Mahomes going to throw it here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and